Hello and welcome to Ei-Chan News. This video allows you to listen to 10 real-world news stories and online reactions in English. Today, we will cover the following topics. First, Chikawa movie to be released in summer 2026, feature film adaptation about 4 years after TV anime premiere. Major water pipe bursts on Okinawa main island cause widespread outages. Risk of location disclosure on X becomes evident. Severe expressway congestion across Japan on final day of November 3rd day weekend. Cases of 60 to 80 minutes to travel 1 kilometer. South Korea faces rising anti-China sentiment as disinformation spreads on SNS. Thai police seek extradition of mother arrested in Taiwan. Japanese eel proposed for stricter regulations at CITES conference, potentially raising global prices. Mass oyster deaths in Seto Inland Sea linked to complex environmental factors. Bears appear across Japan during holiday weekend, causing injuries. Malaysia plans to ban social media for users under 16. First, I will present 10 real news stories in English. I will then introduce excerpts from message boards and social media in Japan and abroad that show online reactions to the news. At the end of the video, I will explain key phrases used in the news with example sentences. Now, let's get started. Our first topic is First Chikawa movie to be released in summer 2026, feature film adaptation about 4 years after TV anime premiere. Chikawa, Nanka Chisakute Kawaii Yatsu, which began serialization on Twitter, now X, in May 2017 by manga artist Nagano, is reported to have its first ever animated feature film, titled Chikawa the Movie: The Secret of Mermaid Island, released in the summer of 2026. The TV anime version of Chikawa began airing in April 2022 as short segments of about 1 to 2 minutes per episode on Fuji TV's Mezamashi TV program. As of 2025, about 3 years have passed since the broadcast began. The original comics have been published in multiple volumes by KADOKW, and as of 2024, the total number of copies in the series sold is reported to be in the millions. The movie is scheduled for a summer 2026 release, making it a film adaptation approximately 4 years after the TV anime start and 9 years after the original manga began. The screenplay will be written by the original author, Nagano, with Toho handling the distribution. Specific details such as the number of theaters, runtime, and projected box office revenue have not yet been announced. It also remains unconfirmed whether the main voice cast for characters like Chikawa, Hachiwere, and Usagi will reprise their roles from the TV anime version, pending future official announcements. It is highly likely that advanced ticket bonuses, tie-in campaigns, and limited edition merchandise sales will be developed for the movie's release, but no quantitative information regarding the number or scale of these promotions has been provided at this time. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
I want to hear her voice. I wonder what a Chiwakawa movie would look like. Siren arc! I think the siren is so cute.
There's the Chikawa Discord group that has it all subbed too.
Chikawa is deep commentary on the Israel-Palestine war and also the Epstein files.
The next topic is Major water pipe bursts on Okinawa main island cause widespread outages. Multiple water utilities responsible for the water supply on the main island of Okinawa have announced that widespread leaks have occurred due to ruptures in aging water pipes. They warned that tens of thousands of households could face water outages during the night. The affected areas are reported to be extensive, including densely populated cities such as Naha and Uraso, although the specific municipalities and the exact number of households affected will be determined by official announcements from each local government. At the rupture sites, it is estimated that several hundred liters of water are being lost per minute from each location. This calculates to a loss of tens of thousands of liters of water per hour. To minimize the impact, authorities plan to reduce water pressure or completely stop the supply in multiple distribution blocks. The restoration plan indicates that crews will first close the valves at the leaking points and complete temporary repairs within a few hours. Following this, full-scale repair work will be conducted overnight, with the goal of resuming water supply to almost all areas by the morning of the next day. As for emergency water distribution, several to a dozen water trucks are expected to be dispatched to locations such as public elementary and junior high schools, community centers, and government office parking lots in the affected areas. Each truck is expected to distribute several tons, thousands of liters of drinking water. The main causes of the pipe bursts are believed to be the high percentage of pipes that were installed over 40 years ago and the accumulated ground shifting from recent typhoons and earthquakes. It is reported that the replacement rate for water pipes in Okinawa Prefecture remains at only a few percent per year. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
A water outage across half of Okinawa at night? That's real-life survival mode, not some disaster drill event.
People who thought, I'll buy drinks tomorrow and skip stocking up are now speed running the consequences of procrastination.
Japan always talks about earthquake kits, but almost nobody prepares for sudden no tap water. This feels like a wake-up event.
The next topic is risk of location disclosure on X becomes evident. On the social media platform X, a significant number of users, estimated to be in the tens or hundreds of thousands in Japan alone, are disclosing detailed personal location information. This includes their city, nearest station, and sometimes even their apartment building name, either in their profiles or through their posts. Recently, attention has been drawn to anonymous accounts suspected of being foreign agents and self-proclaimed expatriates who frequently post on political and security topics while specifying their location. Some of these accounts reportedly make dozens to over 100 posts and reposts daily, gaining thousands or tens of thousands of followers. Disclosing location information carries severe risks. When combined with a mobile device's GPS data, EXIF information embedded in photos, or Wi-Fi access point data, one's residence can be pinpointed on a digital map with an accuracy of just a few dozen meters. EXIF, which stands for Exchangeable Image File Format, is data automatically stored in a photo file, often including the precise GPS coordinates where the picture was taken. This vulnerability is particularly high for users who identify as an expatriate in a certain district of a major overseas city, while also mentioning specific street names or their employer. Such detailed information could be exploited by foreign intelligence agencies or criminals for targeting individuals. Security authorities have reported for years that intelligence agencies use tools to automatically collect social media data to build detailed profiles of individuals, including their work, family, and social connections. In Japan, government bodies like the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications and the National Police Agency are continuously conducting awareness campaigns, urging users to restrict location data in their posts and refrain from sharing pictures taken near their homes. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
It's a fun feature, and everyone's having a blast.
What a sloppy online psyop. Lol. Don't they have any local collaborators?
You can't access X from China because of the Great Firewall, so posting via VPN or from abroad is pretty much confirmed shill behavior.
The next topic is severe expressway congestion across Japan on final day of November 3rd day weekend, cases of 60 to 80 minutes to travel 1 kilometer. On November 24th, 2025, the final day of a 3-day weekend, long traffic jams occurred on expressways and local roads near major tourist spots throughout Japan. According to traffic information from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism and EXCO companies, congestion of up to 30 kilometers was predicted for outbound lanes in the Tokyo metropolitan area in the morning. In the afternoon, jams of 20 to 30 kilometers actually occurred, primarily on inbound lanes of expressways such as the Tomei, Chuo, and Kanetsu. When a 10-kilometer stretch of road, which normally takes about 10 minutes to pass at 60 kilometers per hour, slows to below 10 kilometers per hour, it can take over an hour. In fact, cases were reported where it took 60 to 80 minutes to travel a single kilometer. In popular tourist destinations for late autumn colors like Hakone, Nasu Highlands, and Karuiza, congestion for parking lots combined with traffic on local roads, leading to situations reported on TV and social media where it took over an hour to reach a parking lot just 1 kilometer away. The main cause of the congestion is the U-turn rush, where hundreds of thousands of vehicles that had traveled to regional areas on the first or second day of the long weekend all returned to urban centers at once on the final day. A simple calculation of the time lost due to traffic shows that if 500,000 vehicles are delayed by an average of 30 minutes each, the total delay amounts to 250,000 hours. This is equivalent to an economic loss of about 500 million yen per day, assuming an hourly wage of 2,000 yen. Such congestion patterns during long weekends have been observed for over a decade. Statistics from the ministry also show that traffic volume increases by 10 to 20% during these periods compared to weekdays, following the introduction of holiday discounts. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
On the first day of the 3-day weekend, the 6 a.m. Nozami 74 from Hiroshima had people standing in the non-reserved cars all the way to Fukuyama. 2 cars nowhere near enough. Cars 1 to 4 packed in the aisles and decks. And people are still getting on at Okayama. That's insane.
Why does everyone try to go home at the exact same time on the last day and then complain about traffic like it's some natural disaster?
Honestly, if you hate traffic that much, just travel at night or take local trains. Highway jam RTA is pure self-inflicted pain.
The next topic is South Korea faces rising anti-China sentiment as disinformation spreads on SNS. According to data from Statistics Korea and the Ministry of Justice, approximately 1.1 million Chinese nationals were residing in South Korea as of 2024, accounting for around 40% of the total foreign population. In recent years, political and cultural tensions between the two countries have grown, influenced by issues like the THAAD missile system deployment, Chinese restrictions on Korean content, and yellow dust pollution. Public opinion polls reflect this, with some surveys showing that favorable views of China are below 20%, while negative responses have reached the 60 to 70% range. This anti-Chinese sentiment is being amplified on social media platforms such as X, YouTube, and Instagram. Videos concerning Chinese tourists and residents often go viral, gaining tens of thousands to millions of views. However, a portion of this content includes disinformation, exaggerating bad manners or crimes by Chinese people, or using footage from other countries while falsely claiming the events occurred in South Korea. Fact-checking organizations have confirmed that many viral videos reuse old or unrelated footage. There is a correction deficit, where a fake news video might get over 1 million views, while the corresponding correction only reaches a few thousand people. The South Korean government is concerned that this trend could affect the safety of over 1 million Chinese residents, including students, trainees, and workers, and increase the risk of discrimination. In response, the National Police Agency and the Korea Communications Commission are strengthening measures against hate speech and fake news. Specifically, they report making hundreds of requests annually to remove hateful posts. Furthermore, the Ministry of Education is implementing multicultural education programs in hundreds of schools nationwide. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
감사합니다.
Sure, there's no country that actually loves China, but this isn't school. You can't just say, we hate them, so let's all ostracize them.
Big bro, really falling down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole now. Seriously.
The next topic is Thai police seek extradition of mother arrested in Taiwan. Thai police have issued an arrest warrant for the mother of a girl and are seeking her extradition from Taiwan, where she was recently taken into custody. The case emerged after the young girl sought help from immigration authorities in Tokyo, Japan, in September. She reported that her mother had taken her to Japan in June and forced her into sex work at a massage parlor. According to Japanese investigators, the girl was made to service approximately 60 clients between June and July. The mother then left Japan, leaving her daughter behind on a short-term visa. Following this, the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department secured an arrest warrant for the mother on suspicion of violating Japan's Child Welfare Act. She was located and detained in New Taipei City, Taiwan, for overstaying her visa after arriving in September. Thai police are now coordinating with both Japanese and Taiwanese authorities. They are considering charges under Thai law, including human trafficking, which is a serious offense involving the exploitation of individuals. Public records show that the mother has traveled internationally 27 times in recent years, including to Japan, Taiwan, and Vietnam. This extensive travel history has raised suspicions that she may be part of a larger human trafficking network. The process of extraditing a suspect from one country to another typically involves formal legal procedures and can take several weeks or months depending on the agreements in place between the countries. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
Parents are supposed to be the safe zone, and instead, she's the final boss. That's nightmare difficulty for a 12-year-old.
Once it turns into Thai police plus Taiwan detainment plus maybe trial back home, it stops feeling like news and more like a dark Netflix series.
In the end, adults argue about jurisdiction and human rights, and the kids is the one left holding the trauma bag.
The next topic is Japanese eel proposed for stricter regulations at CITES conference, potentially raising global prices. At the 2025 Conference of the Parties to the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, strengthening international trade regulations for the Japanese eel, or Anguilla japonica, has been presented as a key agenda item. This species is classified in a high-risk category, such as Endangered IA, on the Red List of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. This is because catches of glass eels, which are juvenile eels, have declined by over 90% in the past few decades compared to their peak levels in the 1960s and 1970s. Japan's annual consumption of eel reaches tens of thousands of tons, a demand met by both domestic Japanese eels and imported eels from Europe and Southeast Asia. Under CITES, if the Japanese eel is listed on Appendix 2, international trade would require export permits. This means exporting countries must provide scientific evidence that the trade is sustainable. If stricter regulations are adopted, limiting export quotas or the number of exporting countries, the international wholesale price could increase by several dozen %. In Japan, a pack of grilled eel, or kabayaki, currently sells for around 1,000 to 2,000 yen at supermarkets. This price could rise by several hundred yen if regulations are tightened. Eel farmers already face high costs, with glass eels costing several 100,000 yen per kilogram, in addition to feed and energy expenses over the 1 to 2 year farming period. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
Every time eel regulations come up, regular folks' eel rice bowl gets pushed one tier further into luxury food hell.
Protecting eel stocks is important, but if legit restaurants die and only shady all-you-can-eat chains survive, that's completely backwards.
Before talking about CITES and all that, can we please crack down on poaching and black imports like adults?
The next topic is mass oyster deaths in Seto Inland Sea linked to complex environmental factors. According to investigations by Japan's Fisheries Agency and other organizations, mass deaths of farmed oysters have been frequently reported across the Seto Inland Sea since the early 2020s. The affected areas include several bays and sea regions such as Hiroshima Bay, Bingo Nada, and Hyuchi Nada. In some years, the economic damage has been severe, with individual aquaculture farmers losing several tens of tons of their harvest and regional production decreasing by thousands of tons. Recent surveys conducted from 2024 to 2025 have identified a major contributing factor: the formation of large hypoxic water masses during the summer and autumn months. A hypoxic water mass is a body of water where the dissolved oxygen concentration is extremely low. Observations showed that at depths of around 10 meters, the oxygen level dropped to just a few milligrams per liter. This is significantly below the normal aerobic condition of over 5 milligrams per liter, placing immense stress on the oyster's ability to breathe and grow. The Seto Inland Sea itself has unique characteristics that contribute to this problem. It is a semi-enclosed body of water with an average depth of about 38 meters. This geography causes nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus to accumulate. In the past, excessive nutrients caused frequent red tides, with over 100 incidents reported in 1973. However, subsequent regulations have led to a new problem of oligotrophication, or a lack of nutrients, which has halved fishery production from its peak in the 1960s and 70s. Experts believe the oyster deaths are caused by a combination of factors. These include rising sea surface temperatures, which have been 1 to 2 degrees Celsius higher than average in recent summers, sudden drops in salinity due to typhoons and heavy rainfall, and the potential impact of pathogens and parasites. In response, the Fisheries Agency is proposing adaptation strategies, such as adjusting the depth and density of oyster rafts and shipping the oysters earlier. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
Utsumi Shipbuilding has ended up climbing about 900 yen from the bottom too. Why are shipbuilding stocks this strong? Seriously?
Oyster mass death?
sounds like environmental news, but on the ground, it's a crit hit to local jobs and food culture.
If the cause stays in the black box, farmers can't even plan next year's seeding. It's like running a business on roulette.
The next topic is bears appear across Japan during holiday weekend, causing injuries. According to Japan's Ministry of the Environment and prefectural governments, the number of injuries caused by bears reached a record high of around 200 cases in fiscal year 2023. This trend continued into 2025, with numerous bear sightings and incidents reported across the country during the 3-day holiday weekend from November 22nd to 24th. In Iwate Prefecture, a bear entered the grounds of a high school, forcing the school to keep students indoors while police and a local hunting association responded. In Tochigi and Miyagi prefectures, separate incidents occurred where men were attacked by bears. They sustained injuries to their faces and arms, with some cases being serious enough to require dozens of stitches. Both men were transported to hospitals. In Akiki Prefecture, a bear at a zoo temporarily escaped its enclosure but was safely guided back by staff within an hour. Experts analyze that the increase in bear encounters is due to several factors. These include a growing number of abandoned farmlands in depopulated rural areas, as well as poor harvests of acorns, a primary food source for bears. The estimated population is tens of thousands of Asiatic black bears in Honshu and thousands of brown bears in Hokkaido. In response, local governments use apps and email services to provide real-time alerts on sightings and advise hikers to carry bells and avoid hiking alone. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
When bears are showing up near high schools and residential areas, that's no longer sightings, that's just everyday risk.
You can't just say, avoid going out in the morning and evening when people still have to commute and kids still have club activities.
Every prefecture making its own bear policy house rules is basically speed running the "we should have decided this earlier" bad aiding.
The last topic is Malaysia plans to ban social media for users under 16. The Malaysian government has announced plans to introduce a new regulation that will prohibit children under the age of 16 from using social media, with the law expected to take effect in 2026. According to Communications Minister Fahmi Fazil, this initiative is part of the new Online Safety Act of 2025, which aims to protect minors from online dangers such as cyberbullying, financial scams, and exposure to harmful content like pornography. Malaysia's population is approximately 34 million, with around 10 million individuals under the age of 18. The proposed ban is therefore projected to affect several million children under 16. Currently, most major social media platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, have a minimum age requirement of 13. Malaysia's new rule would be stricter than this global standard. To enforce the ban, social media platform providers will be required to implement electronic Know Your Customer (EKYC) systems for age verification by 2026. The government has also indicated that parents who allow their underage children to bypass these rules and maintain social media accounts may face penalties. This move follows a cabinet decision made in October 2024 to raise the minimum age for social media users to 16. Malaysia is looking at similar age verification frameworks implemented in countries like Australia to develop its own system. Regarding this news, here's what people are saying online.
Breaking. Children in Malaysia aged 16 and under will be...
Banning SNS under 16 is a pretty bold swing. If they don't also teach digital literacy, kids will just move to whatever shady app isn't covered.
Looking at moves like this abroad, Japan really feels stuck on the difficulty level called self-regulation. And please use your own judgment.
Before we go, let's review the key phrases from today's news that you can use. Reprise their roles. The actor was delighted to reprise his role as the iconic detective in the new sequel. Minimize the impact. The government implemented new policies to minimize the economic impact of the pandemic. Could be exploited by. Personal data collected online could be exploited by malicious actors for financial fraud. Be equivalent to. The energy saved by this new appliance is equivalent to planting 10 trees a year. Disinformation. The spread of disinformation on social media has become a major threat to democracy. Seek extradition. The country will seek the extradition of the fugitive who fled abroad to avoid trial. Sustainable. The company is committed to developing sustainable energy sources to reduce its carbon footprint. A combination of factors. The company's success was due to a combination of factors, including innovative products and a strong marketing strategy. Depopulated rural areas. The government is trying to revitalize depopulated rural areas by encouraging young people to move there. Take effect. The new traffic regulations will take effect from the 1st of next month. That's all for today's Ei-Chan News. Thank you for practicing with us today. What do you think about the news? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We'll see you tomorrow.